What's up, YouTube? I know I've been missing for the past couple months. I make a video, I disappear for a month. I don't mean to do it, it just happens. I get busy, life gets crazy. But we're back again here on the RC channel. We're going to try to show you what I've done. I should have recorded everything that I've done. I didn't, my apologies. Let me go to the office and we'll get it out and I'll show you what I've done. Alright, now we're finally in the office and you see the truck back there. Yeah, so what's been going on is a lot, really. Been helping some people, been working on my dad's house. He's trying to move in and we've been renovating it. So I ain't been really getting any time to work on the RC stuff. Kind of pushed away, almost sold everything because kind of wanted to get out of it. It's a money pit. If you're in the hobby, you know. But I'm a holdout. I think there's plenty more I can do with that thing. There's plenty more trucks that I want. Maybe I really want some RC construction vehicles, but not really in the budget for that right now. Trying to start a business, do something productive, make a ton of money. I want some passive income, you know. When I'm not working, I still want money coming in. You just got to make smart investments for that. And that's what I'm trying to figure out. That's what I'm trying to do. But until then, we're going to start working on the RC again. And hopefully I can bring you more videos consistently because they've been terrible lately. But yeah, let me pull it out from back there and put it on my desk in front of me, and I'll show you the upgrades and what I've been working on. Alright, ignore the weird looking dualies up front and the singles in the back. That's going to get changed. Right now I just need to take that off and run it with the single wheels. What happened is I printed this wrong the first time, and I knew that I should have ran them holes about 15 millimeters, 20 millimeters down. I only ran them about 6. That's not far enough for a screw to actually hold. But enough of that. Let's get on to what we actually been working on. I've built these right here. Well, I didn't really build them. I designed them and I printed them. Wish it would focus a little better. That light might just be a little bit too bright. But it makes the scaleism look a lot better on this truck. I want a little bit more touches. Like, I came up with a design for these. Actually, you know what? I think they're right here if I can get a hold of one. You take this off, you put this there, and it's an offset, so it actually sits like that right there. So you have hood stacks, it goes on both sides. I just need to figure out a way to pin it on the hood. You see, I made it universal so I can go on either side and face the other way. But yeah, I've worked on that. It's not really something I'm too worried about right now. I'll just leave that off because I'll be taking it off. I'm just going to take it off now. Sorry if it's a little shaky. I'm using one hand. Got a bipod next to me. I just ain't put it on there yet. And I haven't washed this body since the last time me and Quade and Lonnie went out. So it's a bit dirty. Alright. Well, I think you've seen it now. Number one, I done a Friday night event with Quade at his place. He had an awesome little event. Congrats to Brad. He got number one. I would have liked to compete in that a little bit further, but I had a little bit of an electronic issue. What happened was I got stuck in a mud hole. Well, that mud hole burned my original, it's not original, but my Amazon servo up. And that servo was supposed to be strong enough. It was a 20 kg, but it wasn't strong enough for the double dually. Too much weight, I guess. Too much power, and it just burned it, slapped up in I'd call it the bounty hole, because that thing was insane. It was so soupy, couldn't get out of it. So I ended up taking my truck apart, and I thought it was the ESC, so I replaced it with the Hobbywing quickrun Fusion Pro is what it is. So I put it in there. I just stuck this right here. It comes with some sticky back tape, and it's actually pretty good, holding up very nicely. It's been underwater already. Nice brushless system. I got the 2300 kV unit. Awesome unit, I have to say. Favorite unit so far. It runs so smooth. Got so many things you can program on it. It just helps. You can use the mobile app. You can do it while you're running it. It don't matter. It's good. Then I had to order one of these bad boys. If I can get it to focus a little bit better. I don't know why it's not focusing. But yeah, 55 kg servo. Now that, running these, it is flawless. Now, I'm going to set my phone up. I'm going to hook a battery into it, and I'm going to run it right here just so you can get a feel and hear it and see how it runs. All right, let's throw this battery in here. I need to figure out a better way. I've been throwing it like this, popping it in like that, and since this is so long, I'll actually take it like this. I just remembered. I'll plug it up. I don't like how it just sparked. I've never done that before. But I'll put it like this, and I'll pinch it down in there. Well, gotta make sure it's turned right first, and then I'll do that. It kind of holds the wire in place, you know. Well, I'll just pull it out, but if you keep it like that and you run it like that, it ain't gonna come out. It actually holds very nicely. I got tired of it falling outside of the body, but yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. First, you want to turn on your remote, and then you just hold it for a second, and it is ready. Now, it's probably going to sound a little bit grindy because I do need to grease the transmission. It sounds terrible, but it's only been done since when I first got it. But let's go ahead and kind of seized. Yeah, I definitely need to get some oil in there, some grease. You can hear how loud that is. But yeah, let me go ahead and use the Servo and show y'all how good that thing runs with all that weight. And it is responsive. Like, my camera kind of lags, but it's nice. I love it. I think the Servo cost me about $65, and the motor was 125. It was something like that. It wasn't that expensive. I've been wanting to do it. It was in my Amazon cart for a year. Really, it has been. But I finally made the jump. I needed it. I had to figure it out. But I replaced the motor and ESC for no reason, because it turns out it was just a servo causing a short, which was just throwing the whole system in the haywire, man. It was just, the servos were all jumping. The motor was, it just wasn't even going. Like, it just didn't make no sense. So I done the main upgrade it really needed was a new brushless motor. It was quiet. It was strong. This one had great reviews, and I hands down, if you're going to get a new unit for your crawler, I'd go that route right there. It is so strong. It picks up the power on its own. You don't have to squeeze the trigger harder to crawl over anything. When it senses that there's anything in front of it or behind it, whether you're going forward or reversing, it will pick up on the power on its own. It is so nice. I didn't even think it would do that. I didn't believe the people when they said that in the reviews, but that's what it's doing, and it's great. I love it. It's working flawlessly, other than what you just seen. It was kind of seized, but that's the transmission. I'm having a problem with the battery tray. The battery tray, the problem I'm having, I'm going to cut this off first. Take this battery out. Unplug it. I'm going to try to do this one hand. Throw it over here. Ignore the carpet, it's dirty as heck from using that drill press. It gets all the stuff all over the floor. I need to vacuum. But, yeah, if you look at these bolts right here, these screws, let's focus. Them screws right there. They are stripped like crazy. Yeah, those things, I can't get them out. So the problem I'm having, I can't get them out. How am I supposed to work on it? I don't know. I'm going to have to figure it out. I'm going to have to drill them out. If I do that, I'll probably have to make a new battery tray or just figure out how to mount this one a different way. But if I can get that off, then I can fix transmission. I just got to do that. Also, another thing that I worked on was the drive shafts. Now, I showed y'all previously the drive shafts. I tried to print them completely. Of course, the yokes on them broke, so I went ahead and printed it where the original metal yokes go in and screw together. Works flawlessly. The only problem I did have when I ran it at Quade's Granny's course, and we go out to a creek out there, it's pretty fun, is the center shaft, the center inner shaft snapped when I dropped down onto a rock. The point of it snapped it in half, and I don't think I still have it. No, I don't have it anymore. But I was like, okay, I can't be having that because that can cost me a whole winnings. If we're in a competition and that happens, because Quade's course has a ton of rocks, ton of metal, ton of wood, I can't have that. So this is what I came up with, and so far it looks really good, and I think it'll work. I think it'll hold up, and if it does, great. But I have not tested it yet, actually, I don't think. So we're going to have to do that. All right. See them drive shafts? Yeah, you can't see the center links no more. I created, designed, and printed a sleeve to go over the printed drive shaft to cover up that center shaft. Now, there's no way that it should be able to break now. There's two fail-safes now. This shaft would have to break, and then the inner shaft would have to break. The chances of both of those snapping during a run is slim to none. It's probably not going to happen. So I think this is a brilliant little idea here, and hopefully it works, because if it does, this opens up a whole lot more designs and ideas, because then I can go from printing these 120 millimeter drive shafts, and I can turn them into a foot long for like a Sin or a custom build, trailers, you name it. If you need a drive shaft, I'll be able to print it, as long as the yoke, you buy the yokes for the Traxxas. Because if you don't, I really don't have no other designs for that. I wish they were universal, but I looked all over the net. They're definitely not universal. A lot of different companies have different ones. So yeah, we're going to try to run this sometime soon and see what it does. But I got something else to show you. Here it is. I broke down at Quade's Granny's with that drive shaft I was telling you about. The center shaft broke, and just the front wheel drive wouldn't work. Like it wasn't strong enough to pull all the weight. I was running double dualies. Actually, I was running dually here and the triple wheels on both sides on the back. So he had to pull me back. Well, he was pulling me back with a chain, and it didn't really work that great. So kept coming off and breaking. So we all discussed it. We needed some type of new pulling rig, some toe points or something on these trucks. So I came back, and I didn't have no bumper on it, and I designed and printed this little front bumper bracket. It goes right into the frame, uses original screw holes in the frame, and then this pops out. Well, I was like, I can make what they use on the dune buggies. It's a little hitch that bolts to the front of the car. Well, I was like, how am I going to do that? So I came up with a design. I don't know if anybody else has designed this or made this, but I came up with this design. I had some little I think that's a 2mm rod laying around from the 4-wheel drive, 2-wheel drive shafts I made in the past. And I was like, I'm going to print this to fold. And it flexes. So as they're jumping around or hopping around and I'm flexing around, it goes up and down, and this hooks to their hitch and their ball. Now, the clearance from them turning, I haven't tested it yet, so I'm not sure this is long enough yet. If it's not, oh well. We'll just print a new one, because that's what I got a printer for. But hopefully this works, so I don't have to do that, because that print, it did take about 5-6 hours to print. We've been working on all that. Here soon, we're going to be running these. Hopefully me, Lonnie, Quade, and a bunch of other friends will get together, and we'll do a championship. And if I go to another one of Quade's, I'll definitely tag them in my description, and we will actually record while he's recording, because I always go and I never record. I don't know why. I never think. But yeah, so next time we go, we will definitely be recording that event, and we will definitely get all the content we need. I really hope y'all enjoy these videos. I do a lot of talking. Hopefully it's a lot less talking in the future. I really just want to be running these things. The next video you see, we will be running this truck. We will be running it hard. I'll be durability testing the drive shafts, I guess you call them rot bars, torsion bars, whatever. The front hitch on front of here, and yeah, go from there. I really want to turn this into a tow truck as well, but that's the future. That's what the future is for. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoy all my videos. I hope you stay around to see the next bit of content I create, all the content I create. I try my best. Got a lot of crazy ideas going on in my head, but we'll see you next time on this channel. And I hope you continue to be an RC fan, because I try my best every day. But yeah, have a good day. Hope you subscribe. Hope you like this video, and have a good one.